Hello and welcome to another episode of The Restaurateur. I'm your host, JD. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing or giving us a follow, depending on where you're watching or listening to this from. So you'll stay up to date with the latest business discussions that we conduct here that could actually help you grow your business in the future or run your present life at the moment. The size of your business shouldn't really dictate whether you should do some marketing or not. The bigger brands are out there going non-stop with their marketing, even after existing for longer and probably have earned more than you have for your business. That fact alone should really bother you if your business is just small and starting or already old but getting stagnant and you're not doing anything to market your brand to make it succeed even further. And you're not putting enough work in your marketing to make your brand stronger and more relevant. Now, if you sincerely believe that you could use some marketing right now, but you're stuck somewhere where you can't just really think of any ideas on how to start your marketing, here are 4 easy to follow W's of effective marketing that you can study whenever you want to compose a marketing plan about a product or your service and deliver that message to the right audience. First up in our list of the 4 W's of effective marketing, we have what is my product? It all starts here. Like I've mentioned in the previous episodes, the more you know about your product, for example, the cuisine that it belongs to, its flavor profile, the pricing, and the presentation, it'll be easier for you to develop marketing strategies or messages centered around that description. But aside from those observable factors like the taste, the pricing, and whatnot, you should not also forget that you need to study the experience that your food brings or the experience that you want your brand to be known for. The items that you're selling is not just your product. The way the experience comes to the customers, the way they perceive it, is also a part of the product that you're trying to sell. So aside from knowing what message it is to deliver about your food, also be prepared to let the people know through your words or your photos the experience that you want them to have or you want them to perceive whenever interacting with your brand or your product. After identifying your product, you move on to the second W of effective marketing, and that is who is your product for? Based on your observations or answers to the first W, who do you think will benefit most or appreciate most of the product or the services that you're offering? This is the part where you identify which segment or demographic your market belongs to. All by observing your answers to the first W, you can actually identify what type of people will most likely appreciate the product that you're trying to sell. For example, if you're selling something trendy or something popular in social media, probably the teenagers or the younger audiences will be the right targets for that. If your product is priced a little too high, then it must be best to target or deliver your message to the audience who have money or who have jobs that pay well and actually can afford the product that you're trying to sell. Don't be afraid to go really specific. It's these really specific audiences, no matter how small, that make your business grow. If that small group loves your product, they're going to tell their friends about it even outside that circle. And once the word goes out, there's no stopping your brand or your food from being known and growing. The third W of effective marketing is where should I deliver my message? Once you've correctly identified your product and those people who might be the right target for the product or service or experience that you're trying to offer, it shouldn't be this hard to figure this part out. You have to know where the huge chunk of your target market that you identified on step 2 actually convene or spend their time in. For example, after much thought, you realize that your target market or the right audience for you are teenagers. Then most likely you'd find them on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. If your audience is a little bit older, then most likely you're better off reaching them through Facebook or through email marketing. Doing this will allow you to maximize your reach to your audience in the specific medium that you chose where they're probably mostly spending their time. This will also help you save time and money by steering your focus away from delivering your message through different social media platforms where you're not even sure if your target market is present. Moving on to the fourth W of effective marketing, it's another what in the form of what should my message be about? The message that you want to convey should directly speak about your product, your service, or your experience. Moreover, it should also be in line with the goal that you want for your marketing. Some businesses might want to design their marketing strategy to strengthen their brand's image in the perception of their audience, while some companies would like to construct marketing strategies that'll actually focus on customer acquisition and turning those viewers or those clickers for their ads into instant sales. Remember that there is no magic formula in marketing that will actually let you convert your audience's reactions to your ads or your marketing into immediate sales. So you have to remember that you have to be patient when delivering your marketing strategy. One thing you should consider, however, when composing your message is to use words and imagery that your target audience can easily relate to. See to it that your ads or your marketing campaigns also resonate with the value that your target market holds within them. A few of the most effective topics that you can center your marketing strategy on is love, friendship, honesty, and family, because a lot of people in different age groups have those as values for life. And don't forget, the tone of your marketing strategy or your ad campaign should be consistent with the image that you're trying to build with your brand. In the fast-growing world of the food industry, there will be people who will have the same food idea even if it's by accident. And the only thing that will set you apart, aside from the flavor and the pricing, is the way you effectively deliver your message to your audience. There's always an audience ready to listen to what you have to say and is eager to try the product that you have to offer. You just have to know what that product is, who the people you want that product to be for, where those people spend their time mostly online, and what message you should deliver to them for them to know that you exist. Because if you don't put effort in your marketing strategies right now, people will absolutely not know about you. In fact, they'd probably even forget about you as time moves along. And that has been another episode of the Restaurateur. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you learned something from the 4 W's of effective marketing that'll help you make your next marketing strategies more effective and more focused on your target and your experience. If you have questions or topics that you want to be discussed in the next episodes, please do leave them in the comments section so I can read them and probably write a topic about them soon. I'll see you on the next one.